become the new fucking podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm seeing a lot of those pop up recently.
Don't get me wrong, I will listen to Summer and Julie talk about fucking the OC. I will listen to Clark and Lex talk about Smallville, but my fucking Smallville, there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
And also Smallville's like 8 fucking seasons, like
a lot
20
of content,
episodes
man.
a season.
Yeah, don't worry. Earwolf will pick them up for about $50,000 an episode, and they'll be living large. That's my daily salt serving for podcasting. Grumble, 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 grumble. Oh man,
it's always great listening to Boston lose his mind when he first goes live because it's just the same. It's so great.
I think it just killed the stream and restarted it, which is also really great.
You seem to be smoother now, so that's good.
Oh, baby, I'm always smooth.
You fucking wish.
Oh man, too bad we're still too early for show titles.
That's right.
I'm writing it down anyway, just so you know.
Feyroor says, let's get some energy drinks on. I have a very spicy story in the Outcast this week for energy drinks. I still feeling the effects of the blur.
Although I was going to say, Feyroor, and you had it in Discord just a little bit ago that you were choosing between 2 ghost ones. Was that the Bubblicious one or whatever? Yep. Okay.
Like ghost energy drinks? Like
so if you go on the Discord, she had
people.
Ghost Orange Cream and Ghost Bubblicious Strawberry Sour, it looks like. And I've seen those at gas stations too, and I've almost picked those up just to try those out. Like, man, look at how we've impacted our community, where it's just
not for the better, to be clear.
No,
giving everybody heart palpitations.
Since COVID times, is that the new gas station burrito? Is like the gas station energy drink, which you will only see at the gas station?
It's probably healthier overall.
Maybe.
Really?
I mean,
come on.
Can't get much worse than a gas station burrito, although I guess a gas station hot dog is probably way worse.
Yeah, but with those, at least you have one day in the bathroom and you're fine. With these, you're like, you drink 2 and it's just like, oh shit, I'm dead.
I think they've evolved because originally it was just a Slim Jim and a Mountain Dew. Then it turned to burritos and hot dogs, and now
gas station sushi, the best of all of them.
Oh Jesus!
Just like the visceral reaction you just had of like, what?
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh man!
I mean, I would probably do it once, but probably kill me.
Although to be fair, in the Midwest, if I go into any Sheetz, I will eat anything that Sheetz makes because that Sheetz is so good.
I'm the fucking sicko who loves gas station food. Like I've said it before. I think I've said it before. Like I love cheap shit. Like I live in a city where we have famous hot dogs that people come from around the world to specifically have the hot dogs that they sell in this town because they're manufactured nearby. If you give me a plate of them for $5 or a fucking metal tin with 12 hot dogs in for the same price, I will take the fucking metal tin.
I know it's shit all the time. I could either have really good pizza or I can have Little Caesars for $5 a pop. Well, $6 now a pop.
I love Little Caesar pizza.
Yeah,
it's fucking shit. It's horrible and it's fucking delicious.
Yeah, you know it's bad for you, but you enjoy it.
Yep. Man. Okay,
are you guys ready to start? Fucking candy. Well, American chocolate.
Dude, I had a gas station rib sandwich, like a McRib kind of thing. Oh, that was so damn good.
Oh man.
Anyway, Foodcast is over.
Pork prices down, gas prices are up. That's the lesson to be learned.
That's right.
Oh, there was no pork in that McRib.
No, absolutely
that I
not.
had. Yeah.
No.
That was imitation pork at best. Yeah.
Right. All right, let's get started in 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to another episode of That Video Game Podcast. I'm your host, Boston. Joining me as always is Moonpier.
Hi-de-ho.
And the Nimp.
Hello.
Patreon.com/E1M1.
Those ones are the numerical digits.
If you're looking for probably the wildest swing in Outcasts.
Seriously.
We this week we talk about gas station food, energy drinks, a crumbling education system, a
comic books,
an oddly
Gunpla.
oddly prescient look at the future from a movie that came out in 1995. We have it all. That's over there in the exclusive Outcast, available for all patrons at the $2 higher level. Don't forget, you can also get early access to We Rogue Like It. We are finally wrapping up our playthrough of Rogue Legacy 2, sort of wistfully, even though there's still mechanics we haven't discovered yet in there somewhere.
You
lurking.
haven't discovered.
I am more than sure that there are still mechanics in there for both of us, like lurking in the shadows.
True.
And you get early access to Critical Misses, the show where Moon and I are catching up on all the media hits we've missed. You can get all of that over at patreon.com/E1M1.
Ones and numbers.
Moon, what have you been playing this past week?
Oh boy. Okay. Let's start with a continuation from last week, shall we? With ACA Neo Geo Metal Solid Gear Slug X.
Yep. Got it. Just the spirit leaving your body. Oh, Neo Geo games.
So, I love Neo Geo games. The Neo Geo games. The Neo Geo games I have played with the ACA library have been genuinely pretty enjoyable so far. I love that golf game that everybody seemed to be obsessed with.
It's so good.
There we go. It's a perfect example of a really good Neo Geo game that I had never played until these collections came out.
What is that even called? I'll look it up.
ACA Neo Geo Golf. That's all you gotta say.
Yeah, I just Neo Turf Masters.
That's the one, and that's a really, really good golf game.
It's a really good golf game.
Real difficult to get some of the achievements on it, but it was a genuinely good golf game, and I enjoyed playing it despite the struggle for the achievements being real. So, with Neo Geo Metal Slug X,
Metal Gear Ray X, the tanker episode.
With that one, in order to get
Daytona 5000 graphics right there.
Yes.
Neo Geo had such good stuff.
So if you've never played the ACA series on the Xbox, basically there's 3 different modes. 4. There's a high score mode, a caravan mode, a Japanese version, and an English version. Japanese and English are basically identical, except in Metal Slug you get the blood versus the simulant
right
thing going on. The white goo sprays out from the people. Oh, hold on, phrasing.
Yep. Take 2.
Yes. It's red versus white blood, essentially.
Right.
So that's fine. You have to get to a certain score in that. I eventually got it in Neo Geo regular mode. I got the high score, which is like 2 million points. But I had to continue a million times and get all the way up to stage 9, which, by the way, there's alien octopuses in that game that appear at the end.
Yep. Those games are wild near the end.
Which is hilarious because they actually come out of a level, out of a car on fire in the first level, but you don't know what they are until you get to stage 8, and then you realize what they are.
Right.
So I did that, whatever, high score mode, fine. Caravan mode is you get 5 minutes and you have to score a certain score.
Oh, wow. Interesting. Okay.
So the second you hit the character select, you get 5 minutes to play the game, and you've only got to get up to 800,000 points in that mode. And then high score mode, you get 1 credit.
Oh, okay.
Now, the annoying thing about Caravan and high score mode is you can't pause the game.
Okay.
Because if you hit pause, it's oh, do you want to restart? Because that's the only option we're going to give you is restart or go back to the title screen. Have fun.
Okay.
So for the Caravan mode, that was easily enough because all I had to do was have 1 perfect level. Which, if you play the first level enough times, 40 or 50 in my experience, you can eventually get to the point where you get that that 800,000 just off the first level.
Okay,
Because,
you figure your perfect run out.
yeah, exactly. As long as you rescue all of those people who are like, thank you, you know, you end the level with the vehicle, you get the bonus for that, and you get the thing. For high score mode, in order to get the equivalent of 1.5 million, you need to have 2 perfect levels, because I'm dying enough in the third stage that I'm not going to make it to stage 8 on 1 credit.
Right.
So I had to basically have 2 perfect stages, stage 1 and stage 2, with all the rescues and everything else just to get the achievement for the high score mode. That second level in Metal Slug X, by the way, that's the mummy level where you get turned into a mummy and you can't move around, which
Yikes.
is not fun.
No.
Bye.
Nope.
But I did it. I got it. Fine. I got my achievements. I very quickly uninstalled that game, which, thanks, Pharaoh, for doing this to me, by the way. I'm just saying.
Forcing my
do
hand.
anything to you.
Mm-hmm.
You could have said no.
That's right.
I could have, but I didn't.
Right.
I did also, like, my second game is also the game we talked about at the top of the show, which is Rogue Legacy 2. Go check out We Roguelike It for that, because I get the feeling I'm going to be talking about that for a while still.
Yeah, the amount of content in that game is pretty staggering. And I think we've talked about it sort of as we played it over the last shocking 6 weeks on We Roguelike It, but the game has a ton of systems, and a lot of them kind of interlock with each other in really interesting ways, and they do a fairly good job of introducing them to you over time. It's not like you get into the game and then the dock is full of 15 different people and they've got 30 things to do. Like, they roll it out pretty smartly, but there's just a lot of stuff in that game.
Yeah, we did 6 weeks worth of deep dive, and I'm sure I'm going to continue to play it, because why not? The achievements have been bugged, so that means I have to keep playing it, because achievements, of course. Okay.
Oh no.
I did the Destiny 2 raid on Friday. That's not what I'm brushing my hair about and squeezing my face. That will come in next. But yes, Destiny 2 raid. Had fun. Successful raid all around.
Yep.
Including like what felt like last minute substitutions like 16 different times, which is always telling that it's the end of a season.
I was just going to say, we're sort of at the end of the season, and most of us have been taking a break for the last couple of weeks, so it's a lot of like, Moon is in the semi-serious raid group chat channel, and a lot of it is like, we got 2 people out, we're going to take a week off for like the last couple of weeks. And it's like, anyone want to do it? Nah, we're going to take a week off, we're good. There's still stuff for us to get in the raid, but none of us are really pushing on it too hard, because there's a returning Destiny 1 raid coming next season, and we'll probably hit that pretty hard, so we're kind of taking it easy for this month here. So
But yeah, that was fun. It's Destiny 2. Whatever. Play it, don't play it, we'll see.
It's a known quantity.
Yes, at this point. And speaking of known quantities, my final game this week, because I didn't have a lot of time, I find myself once again locked inside a prison of my own design.
If there's one theme of the show, that is it.
The prison of my own design is, of course, the oft-touted hard drive space issue. Because, I may or may not have picked up the crashed